What is going on, fitness coaches? Welcome to another episode of the Change Lives Make Money on the Internet podcast. It's your boy, Brian Mark. And in today's episode, we're talking about the complete entrepreneur. And today's conversation is about more than just your business, because you are more than just your business. One of the fundamental beliefs that I teach inside of my coaching container is that there's 4 different areas of your life that provide fulfillment and happiness. And that is your health, your wealth, the relationships you have, and personal goals: health, wealth, relationships, and self. And I believe that you cannot have a successful life if one of these things is in order and the other 4 are not. Like if you're making a lot of money, but then your health has suffered, your relationships are shit, and you're not taking care of your personal goals, you're going to suffer. And on the flip side, a lot of you personal trainers take care of your health 100%, but you're not making any money. Your relationships are okay, and your personal goals have taken a back burner because all you're doing is working. And then some people, what they do is they realize this, and then they're like, okay, cool. All I'm going to do is focus on relationships for the next month, take a month off their business, and all of a sudden they're not making any money and they're stressed out. So they go back to overworking. And I believe that the complete entrepreneur is one that focuses on health, wealth, relationships, and self. And I'll be honest, the last few years, I've been a little bit of a hypocrite because, I was working on my health, but like I'm a 33-year-old man that got injured the first time I ran backwards. And so my athletic ability is like a 3 out of 10. It's actually better now. It's like a 5 out of 10 because we've been working on it. But my relationships, like, yes, I was making time for my friends, but I was making time for my friends after a 12-hour workday. So I'd work my ass off for 12 hours, and then the little bit of energy that I had left, I would give to my friends, but it was not the best version of me. It was just whatever was left of me. And I realized this because I got violently fucking sick for 2 weeks. And you guys are hearing this podcast now. I'm finally feeling better. And it took me literally 2 weeks of like sitting on my ass and just contemplating life and being like, what the fuck am I doing? We're making $1 million a month. We've made $1 million a month every month for the last 6 months straight. And I've got all the money in the world now. But first time around backwards, I injure myself. And when I get sick, I get like knocked out for a week. That's a big fucking problem for me. And the complete entrepreneur for me is like, you never really realize how much you value your health until you don't have it. Like I never realized how important my health was until I couldn't sit in my computer chair without pain in my back. I didn't realize how important my health was until I couldn't look at my phone for a week because I was so fucking sick. Like you don't realize what you have until part of it is taken away from you. And I've made this mistake in my relationships as well. And thankfully, I've learned this lesson because I've had many relationships of mine end because I was overworking. And so I never get myself to the point where I'm working so much that it will negatively impact the relationship. But despite that, for me not giving my very best to the people that are around me, like I've got a really fucking cool social circle. Best friend's Cole's fucking awesome. Best friend Brendan's fucking awesome. My wife is amazing. And I don't give them the time of the day most days because I'm so focused on working, and I'm so focused on making more money, and I'm so focused on growing my Instagram account, and I'm so focused on making sure that we make more sales, and I'm so focused on making sure that I'm over delivering to my clients, and I'm so focused on doing all of these things for other people, but not for the people that are actually in my life. And that to me is not happiness. Like I don't want to live a life where I'm out of balance and then I'm constantly trying to get myself back in balance. So I started a new thing. All right. I started a new thing and I'm calling it Project Best Me Mark. And essentially to celebrate the start of a new thing, I actually shaved my face completely. I love my beard. I did. I did love my beard. But the reason I shaved my face is when I was, 21, 22, 23, I used to, anytime I was going to commit to a new endeavor, I would give myself a mohawk. But now I'm a 33-year-old man with a kid on the way. So I feel I might have outgrown the mohawk a little bit. So in order to celebrate the start of something new, I actually decided I was going to shave my face. It's still taking some getting used to, by the way. And Project Best Me Mark is very simple. I'm putting myself first. I've got like 150 days until my child is born. We're crossing our fingers for a boy, no big deal. And I don't want my kid to meet the version of me that works 12 hours a day and then is burnt out by the time he gets to hang out with a kid. And I don't want my kid to meet the version of me that's so fucking stressed out about work that I can't think straight. I don't want my kid to be the version of me that can't run around and play with him and chase him around the house. Like I don't want my kid to meet the version of me where I'm making all this money and I barely have enough time for him because I'm so focused on my business. Like that to me is not exciting. So I'm doing 5 things for the next 150 days until my kid is born. First things first, waking up at 4 a.m. 5 times a week, 6 a.m. twice a week. So during the weekdays, I'm getting up at 4 a.m. Weekends, I'm getting up at 6. Second thing is I'm doing no work from 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. every single day. The reason for this is I want to spend the first 4 hours of my day on myself. I want to make sure that I'm taking care of myself. I want to make sure that I'm eating the right amount of food. I want to make sure that I'm moving my body. I want to make sure that I'm going for walks. I want to make sure that I'm fully present with me. Third thing is 30 minutes of cardio every single day. The reason I'm putting this in, this is a 7 days a week thing, is I'm like, dude, I sit on my ass probably 8 hours a day minimum. I sit on my ass, just in my computer chair. There's no fucking reason why I can't get up and go for a walk, or there's no reason I can't spend 50 minutes before my workout, 50 minutes after my workout. It doesn't matter what I do. I'm just committing to doing, 30 minutes of activity every single day in a cardio form. And that's intentionally going for a walk or going on the treadmill or going for a run every single day. Fourth thing, 30 minutes of mobility every single day. I want to make sure that I'm lean, functional, mobile. And like, guys, I'm telling you, like the whole idea of I used to only take mobility seriously when I got injured. So like if I got a back injury, going to the chiro 3 times a week, FST twice a week until my back injury is done. And then I go back to normal. And back to normal was me being a lazy fuck. Like, just not doing mobility. I'd go to the gym, I'd work out for an hour and then I'd leave. But like my workout for an hour would be like an hour of weights and then I'd peace out. But like, I don't like that. Like, I don't like that the only time I really focus on mobility is when it's an issue. And so I'm going to be preventative with this. And I'm going to make sure that I'm staying on top of my mobility every single day. Number 5, I'm doing daily posts for accountability. I feel like, it's easy to say that I'm going to be doing this Project Best Be Mark thing, but unless I actually publicly commit to it, I'm not actually doing it. So every single day on my Instagram, I'm going to be posting about Project Best Be Mark. And I'm just going to literally be giving you guys updates on what I'm working on, because my intention is like, yes, I want to be jacked, but I want to be lean. I want to be athletic, and I just want to be present, and I want to be happy. And I think if I can follow these rules for the next 150 days, this will be a good start in the right direction. My goal is to be a complete entrepreneur. I want to be happy, healthy, strong, present. I don't want to be stressed out about work all the time. I just want to be a fucking happy person. I don't want to be rich and fucking injured. I don't want to be rich and lonely. I want to be rich and happy. That is the goal. All right. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have the best day of your entire lives. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Thank you for being in my audience. Make sure you stay tuned on the Instagram. We're going to be dropping tons of updates for you guys. Have the best day ever, and I'll talk to you guys in the next episode. Peace. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. Hopefully you got some value. If you did, and you want to learn more about how me and my team can help you scale your online fitness business to $10,000 a month, DM me 10K on Instagram at TheRealBrianMark for more information, and I'll reach out to you to see if I can help you grow an online coaching business.